What's up, everybody? It's the movie guy. Well, I've got to get up early in the morning, so I thought, maybe this is a good night to just crawl in bed and watch a few episodes of In Search of. So I ended up watching episode 31, season 2, about hurricanes. One of nature's most dangerous events on Earth, every year. And they talked about what would a hurricane do to the city of Miami and stuff. And they talked to this one guy, and it was just like a resident in Miami. It was just like, well, I pay attention to the weather report, so if there was a hurricane coming, I would leave. And then one lady was just like, I would just hide underneath the table. She's like, I've never been through a hurricane. I'm from New York. And then the other lady was just like talking. This older lady was said, people on the coastal part, live in the coastal part, would evacuate, but more of the people that live inland will just have a hurricane party. And that's when they like showed the destruction of Hurricane Camille in 1969, where Leonard Nimoy was like, yeah, at a hurricane party did have, because they showed this like hotel like before the hurricane, then after was like nothing left of it. Of the 28 people, there was like one person survived. It was like an 8-year-old boy who slid out through a window on a mattress because the water reached up to like the 3rd floor. So, but Miami did have Hurricane. I don't know why I keep turning my camera. Sorry. Hurricane Andrew. What was it? Hurricane Andrew in '92. It had 165 miles per hour wind. But Leonard Nimoy towards the end of the episode talked about different places that got hit by hurricane. I don't remember the actual numbers for like a lot of them, but like we talk about one in Calcutta got hit and killed like this so many of these people, and the one in Galveston in the early 1900s, and then there was one in 1970 in Pakistan that killed like almost 500,000 people. So, but I mean, we all remember Hurricane Katrina and the destructive disaster that New Orleans had to suffer through. Um, I'm just kind of curious. I forgot to Google it because I wanted to see how powerful the wind was during Hurricane Katrina. But I just remember each night I was just like after work. That's all I had on. I was glued to that TV when everybody was boarding up and stuff, and people were like, "Yeah, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna stay," and I'm like, I would have been out. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I've got like insurance. Hurricane could knock down my house. If I had insurance, I'd be okay. But a lot of people stayed, and it was just like seeing Hurricane Katrina during the events and then after the effects after the events was like insane. That was like must see TV when that happened. So, but yeah, it was a really good episode. I've always been fascinated by weather, so I might watch one more episode. The other episode, the episode 32, would be the Ogogo Pogo monster. I have no idea what that is, but I guess we'll find out.